We are back at Canal Lanes in Southampton, Massachusetts for the second round of the Western New England Candlepin Association Tour event stepladder finals. In this round, Rich Myrick, who just defeated Brian Mayer in the first round, will be facing Ed Tringale. Ed is the number 3 seed. As you can see, he had 6:17 in qualifying, and he starts off on lane 12. Ed drops 5. Rich Myrick with a very light hit in the 1-3 pocket, but he drops 9, leaving just the 2 pin. Ed Tringale, as you probably remember, joined the Western New England Tour last season and came right out of the gate with a couple of very strong finishes. He's continued to do well this year. Ed is another member of the USA East team that won the World Invitational Tournament a year or 2 ago. Ed starts out with a 9 against the spare by Rich Myrick. Ed Tringale with a 4 drop, came in full on the head pin. Took out the 1, 2, 5, and 9. Rich Myrick with a 5 fill on that spare. He leaves the Gallery with a 1, 2, 4, 7, 9. A little help in front of the 9 if he can. It's very full on the head pin. Gets everything but the 4, 7. So both guys are going to be open in the second box. Ed Tringale with a 9. And Rich Myrick has 10. So he's got a 7-pin lead right now, 25 to 18 through 2. The winner of this match will take on the number 2 seed, Corey Packard, in the semifinal. There is a strike by Rich Myrick. On the replay, you'll see this is a kind of a wall shot. 4 pin is the last to go. Goes down very quickly. Anyhow, the winner of this match will face Corey Packard, and the winner of that match will go on to the finals against the top seed, Gary Santora. Gary qualified with I think it was a 661. And there's a 10 box by Ed Tringale. I'm not sure if he, that would look like it might have done a pretty good job of converting the 4, 7, 10. I don't know if he wasn't trying it on the second ball or if he might just have missed it. Anyway, Ed drops 9 in the fourth. Leaves a 9 pin with a couple of pieces of wood well out front. And he's able to push them back into the 9 for a spare. Rich Myrick with an 8 fill on the strike that he had in the third. And that'll be an 8 box for Rich Myrick. Could be costly, leaving extra pins on the deck. Don't really want to do that in a close match. Ed Tringale drops 5 on the spare. Another strike by Rich Myrick. This one is very similar to the one he had a couple of boxes ago. Again, it's a wall shot. Head pin goes to the side wall. Wipes out the left side. In this case, the 7 pin is the last one to go. So that's another strike. And Ed will be open as he's still got the 6, 7, and 10. And it's still there, so that'll be a 7 box. Through 5, as they switch lanes, you'll see that Rich Myrick has 61 with the strike to fill. and Ed Tringale with 50. So Rich is up by 11 plus whatever he can put on the strike. Rich drops 6 with his first ball. 4 horsemen left side. Ed Tringale goes to the left and drops 4. That's an 8 fill on the strike. So Rich Myrick leads by 19 through 5. 69 to 50. And there's a great shot by Ed Tringale. Let's take a look at this on replay. Perfect 1-3 pocket, and that head pin goes right into the 4-7, just takes him out very clean. Textbook right there. And that's pretty important because Ed with the 19 pin, well, now it's a 17 pin deficit with the 2 that Rich left on the deck, so it's 17 minus the spare fill for Ed Tringale on the 7th. Rich Myrick with a rather full 1-3 pocket hit. He leaves a 4, 7, and 10. Some wood. And Ed Tringale with a 9 drop. So that cuts Rich Myrick's lead to just 8. Let's see what he can do with this wood. Wow. And the wood and the ball just went right over that second wood and didn't do anything. So he'll be open. And Ed Tringale with another spare. So Ed will have an opportunity to possibly take the lead. It's going to be another 8 box for Rich. Rich Myrick with an 8 drop. Tringale trails by 6, but he has this fill, and he drops a 9, so Ed takes a 3-pin lead. That's a pretty quick turnaround. He was down by 19 through 5, and now he's, wow, Rich Myrick gets that 2-4 to go. He just clipped the 2-pin, and I'm not sure what it was that took down the 4, but it is a spare, and Ed Tringale makes another spare. So let's take a look at the scores here. It's very tight through 8 frames. Ed Tringale with that 3-pin lead thanks to the 3 consecutive marks, all of which had good fills. Rich Myrick with 9 on the spare. He has a 7-pin, couple of pieces of wood, kind of far out front. He'll just have to try and push them straight back. Ed Tringale with 8. That's going to be 8. So that Rich Myrick cuts the lead to 2. Oh, wow. Again, the wood robs him. Maybe just got it a little bit too far out toward the end of that one. But it's important to get every stick in a close match. And Rich Myrick with 10. Ed Tringale with 9, and is that 10 going to go? It does. So let's take another look at the Myrick is a little bit too far out toward the end of that wood, and he just spins it off the wall, and it doesn't go back to take the 7-pin. So through 9, Ed Tringale has a 2-pin lead. Eight drop. Rich Myrick leaves a 3-6. Piece of wood at an angle. Might be a little bit tricky, but he's going to try and push that back and cover the 3-6. And that does not go. Wow, and Rich cannot believe it. And neither can most of us. This might have... that wood just spun around. It did not go back in the direction that he hit it. That's... with all the lane conditioner down there, the decks are so slippery that pins pieces of wood often tend to do that. They'll spin instead of going back in the direction that they were hit. Anyhow, Rich Myrick needs to make this 10. And he does do that. So, coming down to the last ball, Ed Tringale needs 2 pins to tie, 3 to win. He'll be going after that 2-4-7, obviously. Wow, and he cannot believe that either. He gets just 1. So Rich Myrick is going to be the winner. Here's a look at this. Ed hits that wood and it just kicks the 4 into the pit and directs the ball around the 7. It's going to be a 7 box. So Rich Myrick, after all that, ends up winning by 1 pin. And in the next round, he will face Corey Packard.